I can't believe it. This sky is so beautiful. There are only stars. I can see them all. Oh, what looks like a star falling. I can't believe it's so beautiful. I wish I could see those stars.
Peppa sat on the grass and enjoyed the beauty of the night sky.
I wonder what these stars look like up close.
The beauty of the stars boggled her imagination.
I realized I want to go to space. I'll do anything to get there. And the first thing I'll do, I need to draw blueprints for my rocket. So good! Now we're going to try and make it look like a real rocket. That's the way to build it, and it'll fly. Well, I guess you could say I'm ready. There's my rocket.
And then Peppa accidentally launched it. I don't know how she did it.
How did that happen? How could I do that?
Now all that's left is the wreckage of her missile.
You can forget about your dreams of going into space. I'll never make it.
Or wait, what are these creatures that flew in here? Hey, who are you guys?
It turned out to be aliens. They saw someone launching a rocket and they wondered who was doing it. And then they decided to help design a real rocket to go into space and explore the stars. The work was very hard, but believed that one day she would build...
The ship, it works. You just look at it, it works. Did we really manage to build it?
And now she was already imagining flying in space on a rocket between planets.
Let's not waste any time. And I'm ready to fly. Everything is prepared. So wait! This really isn't a dream I'm in space. What is that thing flying around out there? I can't believe I'm between the stars. It's so beautiful.
Now her dream has come true, but the adventure is just beginning between the stars. What lies ahead? Maybe other planets or aliens, or maybe all of them together.
Now it's time to land on another planet.
The first planet Peppa decided to land on was very strange. It changed every second. It was an amazing planet full of magic. She decided to explore this world. What was it hiding? What secrets could it hold? Strong creatures or incredible plants? It was all on this planet, even unfriendly creatures.
Oh, what a cute hello, Yoo-hoo! Wow, you look so cool!
Peppa made friends with the locals. There were even some that could turn into her. Different creatures inhabited this planet. She decided to have a lot of fun with them. This was the first time that an alien creature from another planet had come to visit.
It's true! I flew in from up there.
Peppa has had a very good time on this planet, but needs to fly onward.
And this is only the first planet the WOW has visited. What's next for me in space? Unreal adventures. It's so big. Needs to fly onward. Each planet is amazing in its own way. I certainly cannot visit them all because there are dangerous ones. But what it is? A space station. Wow. I hope you don't mind me coming to visit.
Peppa landed on a space station, and immediately she was welcomed to visit. This station was incredibly big. There were so many scientific instruments, but she didn't even know what they did. She even managed to talk to an astronaut, although she is also an astronaut, and they told her about space, where it is worth flying to, where the interesting stars are, and taught her how to navigate through space.
Thank you so much. You have told me so much, and now I want to explore space even more. I'm going somewhere far away.
Peppa has traveled to the far reaches of space. What's next for her?
Is it just me, or is there something obviously wrong with my ship? Why is it starting to get sucked somewhere?
Peppa was attracted to some planet because of an anomalous zone. She couldn't control her ship, and it happened to crash. She found herself on an unknown planet all alone and could not find anything good, so she decided to look for food, but there was no food.
Where's the food?
It would seem that she had already despaired and would not find anything on this planet. But then she saw these real trees with fruit and very tasty. She decided that she could survive on this planet and built herself a house.
I hope I can build a rocket myself. All I need to do is to get fuel first. And it's a good thing there's fuel on this planet so I can fly away. But I can build a rocket too, and that's all I need. I hope it's at least a little bit as cool as my last rocket.
It took many days to build the rocket, and what did it do? Of course it flew. Now can she go back home, or will she continue to explore space? Peppa doesn't know. She wants to go back and also to find something new.
What am I gonna do? I love it so much, but I want to go home and tell everyone how great it is here.
She made her way home through the stars.
Well, you've been waiting for me. I've arrived, guys. Look, I've been in space. Yeah.
Why is she back in space? What's going on? Oh no, it was just a dream and she was snatched by the aliens to their ship. Peppa was very scared.
What's going on? I'm not home. Oh, what are you doing? What do you want to do to me? I don't understand. What are you trying to do? Eat me?
Peppa was afraid for nothing, because these aliens turned out to be kind. They decided to share their knowledge and treasures with her, so that she could also make space stations at home. But she also told them about her home. This is very interesting. This sharing of knowledge was very valuable for Peppa, as well as for the aliens themselves.
Guys, why are you so cool too? I was afraid of you, and now we can conquer space together. Be sure to come to our planet. It's right here. And thank you for telling me everything. I'll definitely come back again. How much knowledge did I gain on this journey? I hope I will fly home and everyone will be waiting for me and we will build space stations together. I wonder if everyone would like to go to space, or if I'm the only one who would like to go to space.
Now she could really go home, and she did. And, of course, everyone was waiting for her there. She decided to tell everyone about her adventures, and everyone listened very well and wanted a space station too.
Guys, we will build rockets for everyone who wants to fly into space, or for every inhabitant of our planet. It will be very difficult, but we will succeed.
After Peppa's stories about space, everyone wanted to visit there, and of course they knew it could be done. They decided to spend all their energies to make the best rockets, and it was amazing. Look at what they're starting to do.
We've done it. We've built a space station, and now it's time to go flying. Let's go to space, friends. The first astronauts are ready. Now let's send their rockets into space.
All rockets launched successfully, and the inhabitants of the planet went into space.
Yay, they're flying! Have a good flight, everyone. And who hasn't gone to space yet? Hurry up and do it. There are enough rockets for everyone. You can all go and explore space like me. Oh, I envy them. It's their first time.
Not so long ago, they were inhabitants of one small planet, but now it is a real civilization of astronauts. They went into space. Together, they conquered the stars and saw a lot of interesting things that they had never seen before, and it was just wonderful.
The vast cosmos. How many secrets and stars you hold, you can't count them all. I have so much candy, I'm gonna eat it all today. I'm so excited.
Peppa had only a couple of candies left, because she had already eaten the others.
Well, it looks like I've eaten all my candy and all that's left is paper. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna throw them away, of course.
Now Peppa's got no candy left at all.
I didn't notice I had eaten all my candy, but I'm not full at all. I need more.
Peppa didn't think of a better plan than just asking the other animals in the forest. She went to all the animals, but only they refused her because she had already eaten her candy and they hadn't eaten theirs yet. She hoped maybe at least someone would share it with her, but everyone also loved candy as much as she did.
Why won't anyone give me their candy? I'm so hungry. Hey! Oh, is that a bear? I'm just passing by. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. I'm not going to get my candy for nothing, so I have to think of something. And of course I already have. I'll just stay in these bushes and wait for the bear to leave. It's as simple as that.
After a while, the bear did leave his chocolate, and PPA thought this was her moment.
I can't believe it. He just picked up and left his chocolate. Now it's mine, haha.
Peppa is unexpectedly so. The bear had spotted her and was waiting for her.
Try to get me up in this tree. Can I get any higher than this? Oh, what's that smoke?
Peppa's attention was attracted by a strange smoke.
What a strange smoke. I wonder where it will take me now. Let's see.
On her way, Peppa met a wanderer who explained to her how to get to the strange smoke and said that there she could find what she was looking for. How did he know what she was looking for? It doesn't matter. On her way, she met some very beautiful cats. There were also other wonders on her path, But that was clearly not what she wanted. She wanted candy.
Why are there only candy wrappers in here? Where's my candy? I can't believe I found it. What is this, a candy road, Wow?
And here's where it gets interesting. Peppa couldn't even imagine where she was going and where the candy road would lead her. The lights were starting to dim more and more.
Wow, what's a glowing lollipop? I think I'm gonna need it for sure.
Who knew that this lollipop has its own guard? And suddenly, out of nowhere, a monster jumps out of the darkness and scares Peppa, so she has to run far away. She does not know where she runs, and runs more and more into the darkness, until the road led her to a truly beautiful place.
It can't be. Where am I? What is this beautiful place? Why is everything so beautiful here?
The forest full of magic, unusual creatures, everything looked unfamiliar, and as if in a dream, Peppa continued her adventure and found a gingerbread house and decided to go there.
Everything in this house is made of gingerbread. I could eat it, of course, but I want to get through that closed door. Good thing I brought that magic lollipop to help me get through. And yes, I'm not even afraid that it's dark. I want so much candy that I'm not afraid of anything at all.
Where did the dark corridor lead, Peppa? What is this room? Why is there a red button? What will happen if Peppa presses this button?
Oh no, why did I press that? Now there's green gas everywhere. GAS here.
Peppy was lucky and nothing terrible happened. She just fell asleep and woke up in a room with chocolate walls.
Really? They decided to stop me with chocolate walls. Well, I'll just take them and eat them.
Peppa couldn't believe her eyes. No one could believe her eyes. She found herself in a chocolate factory. Everything was round and chocolate, even the river.
I'm just gonna swim in this river. I'm gonna be all chocolatey. No one can stop me. Oh, wait, what is that? Is that a current? Oh, no.
The chocolate river is the one opponent that didn't succumb to the Pepe, and then it went straight downstream.
Hey, what am I doing in the sewer? Where's the chocolate factory gone? I want my chocolate back.
The only thing left of the chocolate factory was the lights, and she didn't know where to go at all.
But how to get out of here? Why did I even get into this chocolate river? I would have eaten candy, and that's it.
Peppa noticed something wrong. For some reason, there was a cat in the cage. Peppa immediately found the keys and wanted to free the cat, but she got in the way. A chocolate golem came out, and now he wants to stop Peppa.
Oh no! He's about to fill the whole room with chocolate!
The room started to fill up with chocolate, and it didn't scare Daddy. It only made him happy because she was able to eat all that chocolate.
I'm sorry, of course, but that wasn't enough for me. I would have had more chocolate, but now I'll just release you, Cat, and you show me where the exit is.
Then Peppa and the cat rushed ahead to the exit. From this sewer, the code showed Peppa the way.
I thought I'd never see you again. Is it Candyland, or what is this place anyway? Everything here is made of candy. Maybe I should stay here forever. Even the birds fly here. Although they're actually made out of cookies. Oh, how cool is that? I imagine if I could fly around this world too, that would be so cool. I could eat this whole world already, but I need to find something cooler.
And she found something cooler. It was elevator heaven, but an unusual heaven. And from the cotton candy, she was already imagining how she could eat it all, but she decided not to even eat it. Right away, she decided to have fun. After all, it's so much fun to jump around here. Uh-huh. Did you see that? It's really a cotton candy castle. Other pigs also live here. Pepe liked this company. Even the guards let her into the castle right away, and she went to see the queen herself, but before that and looked at the animals.
Now this is a cool castle, but what's here? A queen to her queen. Can I stay here to live?
And you probably thought that the queen allowed her to live here, but no, it turned out quite different, and she kicked her out of her kingdom, but Peppa did not understand why.
It was all because I wanted to take candy away from the other animals. They love it too, like me or something.
And that's when Pepe came up with a plan. And yes, you realized that she wasn't allowed into the kingdom because she wanted to take candy from the others, but in her head, she came up with a plan to collect all the candy here and give it to the other people in the forest.
There's so much candy I can feed everyone.
She realized her mistake and immediately wanted to correct it. But there are also adventures on her road. and she decided to give the dog a treat to let her into the tower. And it worked. And now she's in the chocolate tower.
What an interesting tower. I wonder who lives in it.
Peppa met another piggy. It turned out to be the right hand of the owner of the chocolate factory himself, and Peppa decided to meet him personally to carry out his plan. She told the owner himself that she wanted everyone in the forest to have candy too, and no one needed it. And he decided to help her in such an unusual way that he had a way of gifting the whole forest with candy.
But now I can go home and see how the other people in the forest are doing. Are they happy now that they have lots of candy?
Peppa could not recognize the native forest. It was all in candy. Everyone had candy. The animals were incredibly happy. She had never seen them so cheerful before, and they were happy for a very long time. Now Peppa can have a taste of candy.
Guys, like the video and subscribe! So I think I'm all set now. We can begin my experiment. I hope the time machine works and I can time travel, only I don't know where.
Peppa built a time machine and immediately decided to test it out and traveled to a completely unknown era.
No way! I've traveled back in time to a time when nothing existed. Are those dinosaurs? I can't believe it. Wow!
She found herself in the time of the dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs were friendly to her.
I thought it would be much scarier, but we'll have to see what else is out there.
It seemed really scary because the elements are very dangerous and Peppa had to emergency run his time machine and she herself didn't know where to go next.
Come on, work the machine, send me!
It didn't catch up with her, and she was able to go straight to another era.
Seems to have worked, and it's starting to feel like something more normal.
Many roads opened before Peppa, but she did not know where to go. And then, at once the knights came to her aid and explained to her where to go to the castle, and there they would help her. Peppa went around the castle looking for the king. She was curious to meet him. What interesting things could he tell her about their time? And he, of course, advised her to visit a couple of places, to talk to the locals. They are a lot of fun to play with. You could even meet a magician.
I don't believe it. Are you really a real magician? Is real magic?
The mage told her where she could find treasure and also meet a legendary dragon, and maybe even more than one. She armed herself with protection and went into the dark lands.
The magician, he warned me it could be very dangerous here.
But instead of dangers along the way, she began to meet incredibly cute and cuddly creatures, and they too wanted to help her and tell her how to find her way to the place she was looking for.
I didn't know the world could be so interesting. Look, it's a big version of me, and that's me. But who's that?
It was the most amazing creature she'd ever seen. Who do you guys think it was? Write in the comments, and Peppa's off to the maze.
The main thing is not to get lost. I was warned that the labyrinth could be very confusing and that I might meet someone very strange. Who is he? He's probably calling me and leading me straight to the exit. That would be great. And it looks like the exit is a bridge, but it looks safe, right?
But the bridge, or anything at all she'd encountered, didn't really look safe. She wanted to convince herself of that because she wanted adventure and to see a real dragon. But then the bridge breaks.
Why am I in the air? I was supposed to fall in the water here. Some kind of magic. It's the dragon. He saved me somehow so I didn't fall in the water.
Despite the dangers, she made it, and she met dragons. And the dragons started talking about the dragon world, how much fun they have here, and even offered her a ride.
You guys are so smart, but I want a ride. You're really not kidding. You're really gonna carry me up into the clouds on yourselves? That's awesome. Wow, I feel like a dragon too. I look like a dragon already, yeah?
For a couple moments, Peppa felt like a real dragon. She liked the feeling of the wind she felt.
This looks like my favorite era would be. I would come back to you many times.
Of course, she had spent a lot of time with them, even a few days, and she enjoyed it very much, but she wanted to visit other times as well.
I dread to imagine where I'll end up now.
She was a little worried. Where would the time machine take her now? What unprecedented reality would she see?
So hey, wait, this is me in a different time. Hi, all right, we'll go to the next time.
Even that can happen. She's met herself only from another time. It's normal. And now she's going. Where do you think she's going? I'll tell you right now. To the future. Look, it's a beautiful world.
Exactly the same time I was in, only it's been years. Wow, dragons used to fly here and now cars fly here, wow. So I can fly great too. And also here instead of magic creatures there are robots. A lot of robots. And they are cute here. They are so different. Look at all the lights. I can't believe everything is new here.
Peppa was surprised, probably even more so than when she saw the Middle Ages, because the towns were without extremes.
The robots have told us where to find the aerial platform, which means it's time to fly. Well, let's take a ride in the wind and try out the various activities here.
Peppa began to explore this incredible city, looked at many beautiful places, and even, you know where she was? In the forest. Yes, there were still trees, but there were no magical creatures, just robots. Those same magical creatures decided to become robots.
Thank you very much for showing me this portal, where it will take me to the future, or what it looks very interesting. It doesn't look like an ordinary portal. And who are they? Oh, look, it's some kind of magical spirits.
No matter how technologically advanced things looked, magic had not left this world. And still, just as kind magical creatures helped Peppa seek adventure.
Is this a time machine too? I can go to the world of Sands.
In the world of the future also turned out to be a time machine. And then Peppa got to ancient Egypt, the most interesting time where you can find real adventures.
Hey, Camel, do you want to help me explore the world today? This ancient Egypt? I want to go to the pyramids and meet the real pharaoh. I hope he'll be there.
Peppa walks up to a huge pyramid and sees the entrance, but she knows there might be traps in there.
I'd better see what the pictures are first. What if it says where the traps are? And then I won't fall into any of them, but it looks safe so far. Hopefully, someone will be waiting for me here. Maybe some pharaoh. Or maybe I'll be made ruler of Egypt, too.
On her way, she came across a lot of gold. There were other treasures, too, but when she touched one of them, a trap went off. And then the floor began to collapse, and huge stones fell from below.
I completely forgot that you couldn't touch anything here. It's very dangerous.
And then on the way, Peppa meets the very real pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, and he was kind to her and explained that it was better, of course, not to take anything. And he understood that she did not want to steal anything and said where you can find here exit. This portal led back to the world of the future, and now Peppa is back in a familiar place.
Every time is unique in its own way. It's so incredible. Robots, pharaohs, dragons. It's all cool, of course.
And before she left this town, she decided to have a couple more interesting adventures. She wanted to ride the rides of the future. These merry-go-rounds would be very interesting for her because she had never ridden on them before. And they were so unusual that they seemed to be from another world, not the future.
It's incredible fun. Oh, slides. I'm going to miss them. What's the fun of racing these flying things? It's really cool. And I got first place, of course. So beginner's luck. I really liked Future Time, but the robots are all cool. I have to go back to my time after all. I belong there. Thank you all, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and like it. It's a nice day today. I wish I could get out of the water a little. I like this water so much. What if I dive in and see what's under the water?
Peppa knew where the submarine was in order to dive underwater, and she succeeded. On her way, she encountered many unusual fish that she had not seen before.
Wow, what's that? Look, it's a whole pack of fish. That's really cool. I like that, and that's a similar place where they live.
On the way, met very beautiful coral reefs, where there were fish, but she wanted to see them closer, and she did it very well. She also met some turtles. They turned out to be very friendly.
Wow, they're beautiful. So good. I need to keep exploring the ocean. I think I might encounter many more interesting things.
And then Peppa met something very strange, and it was a huge octopus. It scared her and she had to move on. She also found a sunken ship and a huge blue whale. He was asleep, and so he didn't even notice her.
Yeah, and he can't touch me, and this is a dolphin. Look how interesting he is, and he says hello to me. Okay, well, I need to go deeper. The deeper, the more interesting.
Peppa was not afraid that the further she went down, the darker and more dangerous it would get. And so she stumbled upon a cave that she was able to enter and find something very valuable there. It was crystals, and for sure. There were also various glowing fish in there.
They light my way, thank you. And what's this? A chest. I can't believe there's treasure in here. Wow.
She had to return to land for a while as she needed to hide her treasure chest, but she didn't want to end her adventure in the sea lions wished her luck, and she plunged back into the water.
In such a short time, I was able to find a treasure chest. What would happen if I went deeper? Yes, it might get more dangerous, but I'm not afraid. These adventures are worth it. But what is this? Why is my ship starting to drift downward?
A strong current almost carried Peppa's submarine to the bottom, but she managed to get out in time. Only now, she didn't realize where she was. Looks like another cave.
I've never seen such a big crab before. And let's be friends. Let's start exploring the seabed together. You show me interesting places.
This crab did not think for a long time and, of course, agreed. And then he decided to show Peppa one interesting place and became not bad friends, but Peppa knew that they would have to part sooner or later.
Crab said I would be very surprised if I found this thing and it was here. You just what it is. Well, I'll try to interact with it somehow. Maybe it's some kind of magic. Oh, what is that? It's a portal. Wow. I'm sure I'm not dreaming, am I?
Peppa jumped into the portal on her submarine and was carried away to some strange world. But this world was also underwater, and then she saw super magical beauties. The people of this world were kind to Peppa, and they talked. Yes, she was able to make friends with them, and then she asked them to tell her more about their world.
I don't believe it. Wait, I mean, it all looks so magical, and it was just hiding in a portal, and what's that in the distance? I don't believe it. It's a castle.
The castle is what caught Peppa's attention, and she decided that she doesn't want to go anywhere but that castle.
Oh, why isn't anyone stopping me? I can come in here for nothing. I need to explore.
She couldn't decide whether she liked the castle better outside or inside. The castle was also very beautiful inside, but there was also a map of the castle, and Peppa found a couple of interesting places she would like to visit. But the castle was getting dark. Would she be worried that there was a monster living there?
I'm not afraid of any monsters, and they can't be here. Oh, wait, what is that? And it looks weird.
On the ground, there was something like a pearl, and Peppa touched it, and magic began to happen. It was very strange and fun at the same time. From this pearl appeared very large turtles, and then Peppa decided to make friends with them. Maybe the turtles and tell you about the interesting places of this world. There must be a lot of undiscovered and secret things here.
Yeah, we are, so we're going that way, to these bubbles, and they can lead me too, like a portal to an interesting place. All right, well, thank you very much, turtles. I'll definitely go there.
And the bubbles sent Peppa to another treasure, only she couldn't open it. It was very difficult. But is there any obstacles for Peppa when she has such good friends, turtles?
If it wasn't for you, I would never have been able to discover these treasures. And there's a lot more of them here than I found those. The first ones that were in the chest. But I already have the treasure. So keep the inhabitants of this world. You would probably want them for yourselves.
It was time to go back to the bubbles, and where now the road would lead, Peppa herself didn't know. Maybe another treasure or something dangerous. But for now, it was very safe.
Your world is so amazing, and you know I want to go back to my world. It's because I really like it too. You people are really cool. Thank you for everything. But I want to go home. I need to get my submarine and go.
Everything seems to be going well. Peppa got an interesting story and a wonderful adventure and went home. But did everything go so smoothly? Because something strange happened.
And why is the whole sky going crazy and more like it's all rainbows and now I'm getting sucked right up into the sky in general? I can't believe it, I'm flying. I mean, I was just floating and now I'm flying. How is that even possible?
An invisible force pulled her up to the very clouds. And she had fun with it, of course, because she met a very nice creature there who was part creature and part cloud. It just decided to ride Peppa on its own. Had more fun. She really liked the fact that there was a rainbow and everything was very pretty. But except she wanted to go home.
Cloud creature, thank you so much for taking me right over the rainbow, and now I'm going to go back home and wow, so fast.
Peppa found herself in a beautiful field full of flowers, and there was a portal to her world not far away. She immediately noticed that there were 2 portals and she didn't know which one to go to, but they all led to her world, so she didn't care.
This portal reminds me of the rainbow I just flew on, except now I'll be home at yes. Look what it is. It's my home.
Peppa is at home. Everything is fine, but then something strange happens. Everything turns white and Peppa suddenly realizes that it was all unreal.
Well, I guess my adventure was just a dream. I fell asleep under a tree on my way home. I slept so well, but it's good to go back, like it was real. Okay, it was a dream, no big deal.
And again, something strange happens. Peppa notices some movement outside her window, some invisible force. She decided to check if it was real, and then she saw it.
I'll catch up with you in a minute. Wait, what is that? That can't be. Wow, it's that friend, so it wasn't a dream. Just because I teleported, I fell asleep a little, I thought I was dreaming. I'm gonna play my favorite puddle. How fun today was. I loved it.
I hope you enjoyed today's story of Peppa. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to put likes and write your comments. Where would you like Peppa to visit?